Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to another video. This is Fishing Vlog number 110, and my apologies for this going up a little bit late today, but Saturday, which is a normal day that I process these and get them ready for Sunday's upload, was really hot and humid, and I didn't want to go without a fan while I try to give you guys the voiceover for this. And I know it is kind of annoying to have that sound in the background of the fan blowing, so I thought I would get up early on Sunday morning and do all that while it's nice and cool, or cooler anyway. And unfortunately, in the middle of the night, my fan broke down. I had to go downstairs and get another one from the basement. And long story short is I ended up sleeping in it a little bit. But anyway, enough about all that. So, a nice benefit of the warmer weather, definitely not the sleeping part, is that the summer tub now, as you can see, is stabilizing quite a bit. The fish seem a lot more happy. Some of the plants are coming back, not the Java fern. I think that's all dead. It looks pretty black. The Java moss that you can see right here is definitely coming back. It's looking nice. I think possibly the Vallisneria survived, and of course the red Luigi is fine. And I think you can see a little bit of the hornwort there coming back as well. Most importantly, of course, is the fish are happy. They don't have quite the fluctuation in temperatures, and as I see here, me sticking my hand in, it is actually now a comfortable temperature in the morning, which is the most important part. So hopefully, even though this is now the 17th of July, which is quite a bit through the season, something might happen of interest in this before I have to take them in again, which is possibly as early as mid-August to late August, but again, we'll see. So this is my shrimplet. He's getting quite big really fast, which is very impressive. I'm very happy about that. I've been looking in this tank for others to see if there are more, but I think he is the only survivor from that first batch. Unfortunate. I would like to get obviously more than one. Half a dozen would have been really nice, but well, we'll figure that all out in time. But all I really wanted to know, and this is the important part, the eggs hatch, and as long as they're not devoured, they grow up quite nicely, and the color is also true, which is also important. So this tank's doing well. The Java moss is not thriving as well, but then again, it has a lot of competition with the plants in a high humidity planter, so I may just end up replacing that. And from now on, whenever I put any Java moss from that tank anywhere else, it's definitely going to get put in a tank where there's no things that are going to eat possible shrimplets. So I'm going to show you clips of the angels because, as you can see, they are beginning to, I think, pair off. It's a little bit early yet, but I've noticed they certainly hang out together, like these two guys especially, and they begin to chase other fish away, which is a good indication. So I definitely need to get some slates in here, spread out the territories a little bit, make sure they all have lots of room, and of course, hopefully get ready for round 2 of angelfish breeding, which I think I'm going to need for sure because I have an awful lot of people who want angels. So I'm going to focus a little bit on gardenite today. This is the first colony. I'm going to change how I do this because, well, they're fine. They produce fry, of course, but the other tank, which you're going to see here in a second, when I swap out the Java moss and just keep doing that, I'm getting a lot more fry. I'm very happy with that. They're very skittish. They don't like me going up and changing my behavior with them. If I do my normal routine of just putting food on the top, they're all out and they're happy. But as soon as I get down there with this big rectangle of plastic, they get kind of hidey. But that's alright, no big deal. So I pull that out and I put it in a bin. This is not the bin I put it in. This is where I put the fry. In here currently there's about a dozen roughly. It's hard to count them because, again, they are very good at hiding, and you can see lots of little things flitting around there and feeding them all kinds of microorganisms. And been augmenting it a little bit with brine shrimp because, well, I have an awful lot of fry growing up at the moment, and I don't really want to have my Cyclopsis and Daphnia and Paramecicultures crash, so I am augmenting. And there's unfortunately hard to film them, but there's an awful lot in there. So this is the breeder box, and there's almost a dozen in here too. Probably roughly more like 10, but they're doing really well. They need to come out of here soon. They don't mind the lower currents and low filtration, but I do want to give them some more space, and I think I'm going to put them all up in the pallet area, and I think that's where they're going to end up. So we're going to keep cycling them that way, and hopefully get a good call into these guys. So, my, African cichlids are beginning to spawn again, because I've been working a lot on those tanks. These are supposedly orange blotch zebras, but they seem to have a slightly different color pattern. They're healthy, that's all that really matters. They're doing really well, of course. I always leave Mom in with them. She will pick them up again, off and on, for about 2-3 days. And then at this point, she's, well, pretty much gotten over them, I guess is the way of saying that. And they stay out all the time. So I'm going to fish her out. She's had a chance now, of course, to fatten up again a little bit. And I'll put her back in the tank, and hopefully she won't breed too soon. But they're lovely little guys. African cichlids are so easy to breed, and I've always really enjoyed having them. There's no complications with them whatsoever, except obviously a little bit of aggression. So anyway, these are the Leopard Daniels. Getting quite a bit bigger now, but still very, very hard to film. They move around too fast, and of course, because of that and their size, the camera can't quite focus on them. So I do have a few shots of them here, but the only thing about this that I found was a little odd is I didn't get as many fry as I thought I would, but that's alright, we'll work on that. And of course, the platies are doing really well. They're very happy, they're very active, and I think the coral blues, or whatever they're called, are catching up in size now, which is nice. And yeah, I'm very happy with these. These are going to obviously need a little bit more space soon. And of course, these guys. These are the zebra Danios, and the odd thing about I find with a lot of egg scatterers is you get some with this really big initial growth spurt, but then gradually I'm finding that the smaller ones are beginning to catch up now. So we'll see in the end. Obviously I have to go through, once these guys are a little bit bigger, and go through some culling of them, and we'll see how it all works out, how many I get that are actually really interesting. This is the second attempt at getting watercress to root. The first batch, all of it's just gone now. There's nothing really left of it. It didn't really do what I would hoped it would do, but we'll try round 2. We'll see what happens. After that, I'm going to check on the internet, see if I can find if there's something I'm doing wrong. Anyway, we'll see. This is the only lily I've ever potted that is not really exploding, like doing really, really well. I'm not sure what's going on there. I will have to check into that. Everything else in this tank is doing really well. As you can see, there's a lot less plants and a lot less guppies because, well, the plants and the guppies are all going out to clients. I'm going to probably rearrange the internals of this, not the side plants, but all this stuff down here. I want to rearrange to give the guppies a bit more room. I really like how the guppies are growing out in the sump below. So I want to give these guys some more space. So I'm going to pot up a bunch of plants instead of having them all just loose. And that way they'll grow faster, which I need guppies, and I need a lot of them. So the more the merrier. These guys are doing really well. I need to set these guys up to breed, but I'm showing you this tank because finally the pre-filter for this has started to clog up again, so it's now going down the temporary overflow, so I'll just clean that. And yeah, I'm very happy with how this works. Very easy to clean, of course, and of course that little indicator is really nice, so I'm very happy with that. I haven't forgotten about this. It's just been very busy with my clients. I have a short coming up showing you one of the things I had to do last week, which will be coming up soon, and you'll understand why. So anyway, leave comments, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.